Sorry about the restart. Okay, so mis amigas y yo, so that's two people. It includes the word yo. So up here on oír, I start at the top right. It does include the word yo, so it's oímos. So there's my answer there. Greta no pudo. Now, Greta is the subject, but everybody look right there before the blank. I've got a conjugated verb, and conjugated verbs are always followed by the infinitive. That was a tricky one. That one stays just as it is. Number 10, Jeremías, blank que el equipo de Oak Ridge ganó el campeonato. So you've got one subject here, even though that ends in an S, that's Jeremy. That's how you say Jeremy in Spanish. So anyway, and that is the verb creer. Sorry, I didn't write it there. So it'd be creyó, because it's one person. It does not include the word yo, does not include the word two. So we wind up with creyó. All right, so now moving on to stem changing verb practice. Okay, so there are not very many of these. Here's how you know a verb will be a stem changing verb in the preterite. It is an IR verb, so it has to be an IR verb. If it's an IR verb, go to the next blank. It was a stem changing verb in the present tense. So that's verbs like servir, pedir, morir, not that you knew that, sentir, preferir. Okay, I can't write. And those are all IR verbs. Did you notice that? All right. So if the verb follows both of these guidelines, it is stem changing in the preterite. There are only two kinds of stem changers in the preterite. So I've got O to U, and I've got E to I. Stem changing verbs are only irregular in the él, ella, usted, and ellos, ellas, ustedes boxes. So again, we're only dealing with these bottom two boxes. Let me draw this chart again for you. I've got this regular old chart. This one matters and this one matters. The rest of them, I'm going to follow the regular old charts up here. Iste, haste o almorzaron, and iste y yo hemos ido. So Juan and Paco, this has the se, so I need to put the se here, and it actually is going to be se. If I look at my chart here, Juan y Paco is two people. It does not include the word yo, so it's se. So Juan y Paco se, and then divertir. These are clearly all going to be stem changers since they're part of the review and examples. So divertir, that E that I was about to put right there in the stem. So I've got rid of the SE. It's an IR verb. I'm going to cross that off. So divert is my stem, right? It is an E to I verb. It clearly can't be an O to U verb because there's no O there to change. So I'm going to change that E to an I and say divirt. And if I look back up here at my chart, ieron is the ending I'm going to put. So se divirtieron. Mi amiga Cecilia, that's one person. So it's going to be this bottom left-hand box, which means it's going to stem change again. And it's preferir. So prefer, I crossed off the IR. And it's an E to I. And it's always going to be the second E that changes. So prefiero. And again, if I'm looking at my regular old verb chart here, if I'm looking at my little verb chart here, this would have ended in yo. Got it? So the big stem change is right there. Mi hermanita, again, I know that it's going to be se because here's my reflexive pronoun chart here. It is one person. It does not include the word yo, does not include the word two. So it's going to be se. And then I'm going to cross that out. I'm going to cross out the IR. So dorm. And it is obviously an O to U. It can't be an E to I because there's no E in it. So say dorm, and then I'm going to add the IO on the end because my sister is one person, and this does not include the word yo or nosotros. So say durmió. And Marcos, ped, that E is going to change to an I. So that's my new stem, pid, and then EO, pidió. All of these, you'll notice, are following the same verb chart because why? They're all IR verbs. They have to be an IR verb to be a stem changing verb. So obviously this guy is your best friend right here. Stem changers are really easy. The ones that are a little bit trickier are the I to Ys, and that's just because some of them have accents in different places. So that is it. See you in class next time.